Hi, this is Áron from the International Book Festival of Budapest, and we are here with John Scalzi and having a short conversation. First of all, I want to say congratulations for the Budapest Grand Prize, which you received on Thursday.
Thank you very much. It was very exciting, and I'm very happy to be here.
You arrived with your newest novel, Starter Villain, and the latest book was the Kaiju Preservation Society. We know great book series from you, such as Old Man's War or the Interdependency series. Are your two latest books somehow connected? Is there any link between them?
There is not in terms of the content, that they're separate books, but there is a theme. And the theme is ordinary people dealing with high concept, bizarre things. So 300-foot monsters and supervillains and all these things that we know from TV and film, and it's fun to explore these things that we think we know and try to put a new spin on them.
And how come that the Greek mythological characters Hera and Persephone became feline creatures in your novel?
Well, you know, the thing is like you know the James Bond villains, you know, the bad guys, they always have a cat and they're like, yes, Mr. Bond, you're going to die now. And so I thought, well, as long as you have a cat, you might as well make it useful, right? And so it was fun. And then also I have pets. I have 3 cats, and they all have very distinct personalities. And so I thought it would be fun to sort of reflect that and actually have the cats be a big part of the book.
And if you were a dolphin without options, you'd be swearing a lot too, Charlie.
Yeah.
We can read in your latest novel, cats, dolphins, whales, and all of the animals protected by the kaiju. Yeah. As a science fiction writer, why do you think it's important to write so much about animals?
Well, I mean, like I said, I have animals of my own. I have 3 cats and I have a dog. They are distinct personalities. And you think about the animals that exist, crows, dolphins, octopi, they all have intelligence. We've always thought that we were the height of intelligence, or the height of, of evolution. But the fact is, we are seeing more and more that other animals are just as smart in their way as we are, possibly more so because they haven't created plastic and smog. So as far as it goes, I think it's fun to play with the idea that the animals are smart and see what they have to say about us.
And I'm 32 years old, just as Charlie, the starter villain. And as I read the novel, I have a lot of associations with my own life. What do you think are the biggest challenges for young adults now?
Well, I think the biggest challenge for young adults is, quite honestly, the rules that you were told would work, right? Don't work anymore. I mean, in the United States, it's getting more and more difficult for people in their 20s and 30s to buy houses or to raise their kids because it's so expensive. And college degrees aren't having the same employment effect that they had before. So everything that you were told that you could do to get ahead in life is no longer working the way it is, or the way it has for my generation or the generation before mine. And so for you, I think the challenge is to be, 1, find the new way to make things work, and 2, hold the older generations, my generation and then the generation before mine, to account. It's like, why didn't you keep up your end of the bargain? So on behalf of Generation X, I am so sorry, millennials and Gen Z. We tried.
And you started your writing career as in your 30s, right?
Well, I started as a novelist in my 30s. Yeah. I was a journalist before that. I was doing what you do, and that was a lot of fun. But yeah, and that's the great thing about being a novelist or being a writer. It is never too late. There are people whose first novels are coming out when they're 20, when they're 30, when they're 40, when they're 50 or beyond. So whenever it is that you have a story inside of you that's ready to come out, that's the time to start writing.
And did you have any future ideas that time that were considered science fiction but has become a reality now?
Oh, I mean, Well, right now, in Old Menswear, I have this thing called a brain pal, which is a computer inside of your head.
Yeah.
And now Elon Musk is doing his Neuralink thing, and people have come up to me and they're like, "You should sue Elon Musk for taking your idea." It's like, one, other people had that idea as well, and two, don't put a computer in your brain. It's just a bad idea. Think how often you trade in your phone. You know, to imagine having a computer in your brain is like it's going to be obsolete in 3 years. And also, they're going to send you advertising. Just don't do it. Don't do it.
And in the novel, several special devices appear, including the check. Which is a completely realistic device for controlling rain clouds.
Yes.
What inspires you to invent your technological ideas?
Well, the thing about the check, right, is that it actually exists. There is a program that is designed to use lasers to ionize clouds, right? That is technology that exists. The thing that I do is I get the technology that we already have, and then I just take it that one extra step, and that's what makes it science fiction. And that's what's really fun for me, is to so many of the things that you think are like, no, that can't be real. It's like, oh, it's real. It's real, and it does exist. Maybe not in the sort of, you know, completely super technological way that we would like it to, but in some way or another. So yeah, the whole thing about lasers and rain clouds very much exists.
Thank you for the short conversation, and I love the book. I love the humor of the book, and I recommend for everyone. And stay with us for more interviews. Ciao.
Bye-bye.